Good morning and thank you for joining today's presentation. My name is Piotr PORZUCZEK and I'm from the Department of Business Informatics at the University of Gdańsk. Today we will be diving into an in-depth examination of how cultural conditioning plays a crucial role in mobile application design. Specifically, we will explore functional adaptations and strategies for integrating cultural elements across global markets. As mobile applications continue to evolve and cater to a global user base, understanding and incorporating cultural nuances into design is more important than ever. Let's begin by looking at why this matters. Today's interconnected world is crucial for mobile applications to go beyond just meeting basic usability standards to ensure a truly global appeal. Apps must align with the cultural norms and expectations of the users. This presentation delves into how cultural conditioning influences mobile app design across four primary sectors: e-commerce, messaging, mapping, and payments, and the importance of regional adaptations to enhance user experience and build long-term loyalty. One of the most fascinating areas where cultural conditioning plays a role in the design of e-commerce platforms. Take Sweden and South Korea, for example. While Sweden's design prioritizes minimalism and user autonomy, reflecting individualistic culture values, South Korea's platforms embrace complexity and detailed visuals. This stark contrast highlights how designs should resonate with regional cultural preferences, making users feel more at home with the interface. Another significant design choice is whether to use skeuomorphic or flat design. In the US, skeuomorphic designs, which use familiar realistic textures, make interfaces intuitive, especially for older users or those unfamiliar with digital technologies. Meanwhile, in China, flat designs are preferred for their elegance and simplicity. This shift is more aesthetic. It's about aligning with deeper cultural values and user expectations, which are key to making apps feel familiar and user-friendly. Messaging apps offer another compelling example of cultural differences. In the West, simplicity is often the goal, as seen with WhatsApp. It's designed for quick, direct communication, reflecting individualistic tendencies. However, in Asia, platforms like WeChat and KakaoTalk are multifunctional, combining messaging and services like payments and social networking. This reflects a more collectivist mindset where users appreciate having all their needs met in one integrated platform. When it comes to security, expectations vary greatly by region. For example, end-to-end encryption is a must for users in Western markets who value privacy and autonomy. But in regions with higher surveillance, like certain parts of Asia, users may expect more nuanced encryption approaches. Therefore, designers must not only focus on universal security standards, but also adapt their solutions to meet regional expectations and legal requirements. The difference between Western and Asian mapping apps goes beyond navigation. Google Maps, popular in the West, prioritize functional simplicity and environmental sustainability. In contrast, apps like Naver Map and Kakao Map in South Korea serve as super apps, integrating services like business directories and food delivery. This integration aligns with a cultural preference for apps that cater to all aspects of daily life, not just one task. However, global apps like Google Maps face significant challenges in markets like South Korea due to strict local regulations, especially concerning high resolution mapping data. In these cases, local developers like Naver and Kakao have been able to adapt their APIs to comply with national laws, demonstrating how apps must be specifically tailored to meet the legal and cultural needs of each market. Let's now turn to mobile payments, a sector where cultural and economic factors greatly influence adoption. In Japan, the highly secure Felicia system offers a seamless payment experience, reflecting the country's cautious approach to digital transactions. South Korea has taken a more flexible approach, integrating mobile payments into broader financial services, while the US has been slower to adapt due to concerns around privacy and established reliance on card-based systems. Japanese consumers, known for their strong focus on security and privacy, prefer payment systems like Felicia, which provide encrypted transactions and control over personal data. This highlights the importance of understanding not just technological needs but the deeper societal values that guide user trust and adoption of new technology. These differences between Sweden and South Korea's e-commerce platforms demonstrate how deeply culture influences design. In Sweden, minimalism is celebrated as a reflection of individualism, while in South Korea, a detailed, multi-layered approach is preferred, aligning with collectivist value. This cultural alignment in design helps to ensure that users engage with the apps on a more intuitive and emotional level. Messaging apps in Asia go far beyond simple communication tools. Platforms like WeChat and KakaoTalk are examples of multifunctionality at its best, integrating messaging with payment systems, social media, and even public services. This approach caters to the cultural preference for all-in-one solution, making these platforms central to daily life. In contrast, Western apps focus on doing one thing well, reflecting on a different set of values. Mapping apps in Asia also showcase the integration of multiple functions. Apps like Naver Maps and Kakao provide more than just directions. They include restaurants, recommendations, shopping, and even live updates on local events. This approach resonates with the preference in many Asian cultures for apps that offer a wide array of services within a single platform, enhancing convenience and user experience. As we've seen through various examples, cultural conditioning is a central factor in designing mobile applications. Apps that incorporate local cultures, nuances, whether it's the simplicity of a Swedish interface or the multifunctionality of an Asian platform, are more likely to encourage users and build loyalty. This challenges the assumption that universal design principles work everywhere and underscores the need for culturally adaptive strategies. For app developers, this means taking the time to research and understand the cultural preferences of target markets. Whether it's local navigation patterns, aesthetic preferences, or social norms, incorporating this into app design can significantly enhance user satisfaction. A culturally sensitive approach isn't just about translations, it's about creating experiences that feel deeply familiar and relevant to local users. Finally, as globalization continues and cultural lines blur, future research should consider a broader range of countries and cultures. Longitudinal studies could offer insights into how cultural preferences evolve and how apps can scale their cultural adaptations efficiently. Exploring this balance between customization and global efficiency will be crucial for the next generation of mobile applications. Finally, here are the key references that inform this presentation, providing insight into how cultural values impact UI and the role of designing culturally aligned workflows. These studies underscore the necessity of culturally sensitive design in creating engaging mobile applications. Thank you for your attention for a deeper dive into the topics discussed. I encourage you to read the full article in the proceedings. It offers more insights and practical strategies to help agile teams overcome challenges and restore its true value. Thank you again and enjoy the read.